Okay, we're gonna try this again for the third time. So I already taught you how to make the cookie cutter from here. And from there, you're gonna go on the Flash print app. I'm gonna download it on your computer. Once you're on, there might be some pop-ups, so just click X, and then you go to load. From there, pick your STL file. It's gonna show up something like this, so just click on it, open, and then boom, there it is in your actual printing space. Okay, let's go over these things a little bit. View, self-explanatory, it's how you want to see it, so you can click the different options if you want to see the bottom, the top, stuff like that. Then we have move. This is for you to actually move the cookie cutters. It turns red when the cookie cutter is off the platform, so yeah. We have rotate. Again, you can change it here, or you can actually grab the little options, just click on it and then move it, but it's a little bit hard sometimes, like that. Yeah, do what you want with that. Scale is really important. I'll talk about it later. And then cut, you really just don't want to mess with it, so leave it alone. Okay, just a little bit for the mouse control. I'm using yeah, so you just go ahead and click on view. Then I'm gonna left click to move it like back and forth like this. To zoom in and out, I'm using the wheel. And then right clicking, that's how I can move it like this. Yeah, if it gets confusing, just go back to view, top view, and then you can go ahead and move it around a little bit more. Just like that. Okay, let's talk about scale now. Yeah, whatever one is white, that's the one you're touching. So if I click it, it's different sizes. Okay, for this one, the dimensions follows this. So this is Y, this is X, and then going like this is Z. Just keep that in mind. Okay, uniform scaling, that keeps everything the same. So if I change this to like 80, then all of the other measurements are gonna be the same. Okay, if I made a mistake, I can go ahead and reset it, and it changes back to the original. If I don't want to change everything and I only want to change the actual height of the cookie cutter, I can go ahead and press 9 or whatever I want to do, and then that itself is going to change and nothing else will change. Okay, here it's a little confusing because this is all in millimeters. See what I did just then? When I clicked it, I changed it to inches. So this whole thing is really, really big. Millimeters to inches. We're gonna press reset. We're gonna go back, and then boom, this gives us, where is it? That's the actual cookie cutter. Okay, we're not gonna leave it like this. This is just so we can actually change the dimensions in inches. So right now this is 2.5 inches, 1 point something inches, and so on and so forth. So we click it, boom, that's what we want. So when we look at this, the dimensions for this you gave me was 2.5, but you see here it's not exactly 2.5. It's actually, it's 12 more than what we did. I believe it's 12, something like that. Okay, and that's just because it needs that extra space, because it accounts for the cookie cutter itself. So you see here that little thin part, those little parts along with the actual base of the cookie cutter, that represents the 0.12. What the fuck happened? Go back. That represents, yeah, the 0.12 inches we added on. Yeah, so when you go on this site, excuse me, when you go here and you put 2.5 inches, depending on how big you make the handle and you actually make the blade, then you need to be aware of it, because when you go here, it's going to be different. And whatever extra amount it is, over here it's 12, you're going to need to add that if you want to change another dimension, the X or Y dimension. For the Z dimension, you basically leave it because that's the height, and we always want it to be about 18. About 18. Yeah. So it's 18 millimeters tall. Where'd it go? And you see it's gonna be like 0.7. But yeah, that's basically it. When you're ready to print, you can go ahead and click print. It might give you the simple option, or it might be something different. So if it's this, just leave it at PLA. Just double check everything. So make sure it's PLA. These don't really matter. You can pick standard. This doesn't matter. It's gonna affect this information is affected by what type of PLA. What type of filament you use. Yeah, boom. Okay, the only thing you want to change is the numbers of shells. Make sure it's 3. And then the infill, it's very thin, so you can go ahead and leave it as 7, or just leave it as 70 in line. This doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. But yeah, once you're done, click OK. You can go ahead and name it, and then just save it. And then from there, you want to put it on a thumb drive, so that when you actually go to the printer, you can go ahead and just put in the thumb drive, pick the option, and it's gonna print.